Kelch, Schachbrett
Dear
und...
friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Und der Band 9. Der Kelch.
The Chalice of Knowledge.
Könnte eine 4 bedeuten, oder? Ich schreibe mir das mal auf. Aber kann ich mir nicht vorstellen. Sagen wir mal 4. Dann Schach.
The Queen has little protection.
Und dann noch Band 9.
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection?
Das möchte ich mir doch noch mal anhören.
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Darin zu blättern. Können wir da uns das irgendwie genauer anschauen und da mal reinblättern?
Drake talked about a particular volume.
Ach, das ist doch 9, ne? Ja.
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
Oder? Nein.
What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume.
Ich guck nochmal, aber das war doch Band 9, weil X ist doch 10, oder bin ich jetzt gerade doof? X ist doch 10 und 1 davor heißt, das müsste 9
Dear
sein.
friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors,
und andere
seemed
Schrecken.
particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
So these are the volumes that Drake... What did Drake say about this? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
Maybe 9?
The Chalice of Knowledge.
Der Kelch des Wissens. Ich sag, weil das könnte eine 4 sein. Und halt irgendwas mit Schach hat er noch erzählt.
The Queen has little protection.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Irgendwas mit den
The
Roten.
Chalice of Knowledge.
Warte mal. Fangen wir hier an. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Vielleicht 5? Bei 5 rote? Nein, draufklicken kann ich ja nicht.
The Queen has little protection. The chalice of knowledge. The queen has little protection.
Was? Henke.
The queen has little protection.
Ach so, beinahe schutzlos, ich wollte gerade sagen.
The queen has little protection.
Die Königin ist beinahe schutzlos. Aber das steht ja dennoch. Das erste möchte ich jetzt einfach mal behaupten, dass wir das vielleicht haben.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
Das sind 3, ne? Warte mal, Kelch war das erste, das war das zweite und das Buch war das dritte. Heißt 5, 3, 9. Oder? Oh, sehr schön. Ist das Necronomicon? Okay. Nicht schon wieder Riverside. Och nö. Kapitel 8 Riverside Institut. In der namenlosen Buchhandlung verfolgte Pierce die Spur eines versuchten Einbruchs. Er entdeckte, dass Charles Hawkins hinter dem Einbruch steckte. Pierce öffnete den Tresor des Buchhändlers und fand, was dieser und Sarah Hawkins darin aufbewahrt hatten. Ein in Menschenhaut gebundenes Buch lag im Tresor und zog den Detektiv unwiderstehlich an. Als er es öffnete, wurde sein Geist in einen anderen Körper projiziert.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Very well. I'll examine him.
Neues Ziel, den sterbenden Patienten untersuchen. Ist auf jeden Fall interessant. Wir sind jetzt auf jeden Fall in den Körper von Dr. Colden anscheinend.
His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body. 30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients, provide him with the best available care.
Ja, nee, ist
Your
klar.
imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
These are alarming symptoms. If we don't act, he'll die.
Do you believe that? I'm not as convinced, you see. I even think this man has a strong chance of completely healing from his ailments.
No, Doctor. This patient isn't himself anymore. He's dying.
Really? What do you mean by isn't himself?
He's changing. His physical characteristics, they are more animal than human now.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Okay, also hat
What did he mean?
wahnsinnig Scheiße am Stecken.
Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mom.
Muss ich jetzt schon wieder so ein... in Fullers Büro gelangen.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan.
Listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
Oh well, at least we won't have to clean for a while.
Die Frage ist nur, wo hat er sein Büro, ne? Storage room?
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory. Please, the fewer interruptions there are, the faster I'll be finished.
Okay, da gibt's also nichts zu sehen. Was ist das für sein... Ne, ist nicht sein Büro, ne? Das war ja jetzt zu einfach.
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I'll see to it right away.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
Oh. What state is he in now?
You should go see for yourself, Doctor.
This man, Edward Pierce. His file is incomplete.
Ja, das sind ja
What
wir.
did Fuller do to him?
Diese Akte dieses Mannes, Edward Pierce, ist unvollständig. Was hat Fuller ihm angetan? Diese Akte ist unvollständig und Behandlungsdetails sind nicht vermerkt. Die übliche Praxis wurde hier nicht befolgt. Ich darf mich... Nee, verstecken kann ich mich hier glücklicherweise nicht.
Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him. The key to the boiler room is missing.
Doctor?
I'll tend. Let's hope I can go through the administration office.
Ich möchte auf jeden Fall erstmal in Schlafsaal B gucken. Das sollten wir ja mal gucken, ne? Das macht sie.
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble. She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.